and just see what a body of work it is. And how about a body of work here on defense as Cason Wallace.
Here's Asar Thompson backing in. Ball poked away by Wallace. Wallace in a race to the rim.
Rebounded by Watford. After trying to push it. Another turnover. Uncontested. Big finish.
And stolen away by the other Williams. Jalen. Bounce it inside.
Arnstein, nice look to Wallace for the slam.
Love the fact that he can pass.
What we've seen between these two teams, but nonetheless, Cason Wallace goes right through the seams of that Dallas defense. Never had it clean. There's Cason Wallace trying to get around Harkless, takes it himself. They will. Another nice pass, set up beautifully.
Shot clock at 6. Williams hooks it away again. Wallace comes up with the ball and throws it down.
Samsonite award on that one. Took a little bit of an extra step.
Didn't look right. There's another excellent. SGA leading the league in points off turnovers. Caruso trying to get more.
Dort dives and comes up with it. Here's Wallace. Wallace goes to Şengün and throws it.
Make a move. Poked away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso. Wallace.
Right? And that's all the work he puts in.
Here is Wallace. That pass through the hands. Picked off. Dort up ahead. Lost it momentarily to Cason.
In stark contrast right now, not to belittle the ease that Wallace will have a free one by OKC. Doubled was Collins. Great defense by the Thunder. Williams, Wallace. Got it.
Williams gloves it up and the slam inside. Trying to lob it into Levine, but SGA with good defense pokes it away from behind. Here come the Thunder. Cason Wallace. 19. Contest 4-4 from the stripe. Wallace up the floor. He'll attack.
String going of 11 consecutive games of 10 or more. And he scores his first from the corner.
Oh, look at this. Another steal here.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Wallace again. As Harnstein to Wallace. He'll let the three go, and Cason Wallace.
It's scary when you think about it. A lot of shooters would be happy to shoot twos at 45%.
He is the guy that really starts it on the defensive end for OKC.
Wallace corner three.
SGA nearly lost the ball. Shot clock's at 4. Now it's at 3. Cason Wallace triple.
Pritchard competing defensively against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace to get the rebound. Wallace. That's it.
Here's Caruso driving into the teeth of that zone. Shovels it to the corner. And the three is good.
Benjamin's been around, so he's been in those situations.
Wallace again. Catch fire.
Pushing the tempo. Wallace, quick trigger. Got it. Back-to-back threes.
His toe-son was not on the line.
You should have just listened to me in the first place.
Yes.
So then there wouldn't have been that much confusion.
Exactly.
So
Why don't they
Just to say, look, this is how I am. Don't mess with me. That's the Thunder continue.
Williams kicks it out. Wallace nails
Fresh
the
after the All-Star break. Here's Chet Holmgren. Inside on. Triple up. Good.
Williams kicks it out. Wallace nails
Fresh
the
after the All-Star break. Here's Chet Holmgren. Inside on. Triple up. Good.
to Williams. Drop step spin. Hanging. Finds Wallace for 3.
Once he's made a couple of threes, it kind of makes you do a hard closeout on him.
Sky for that rebound. Kept the possession alive. SGA. Extra pass. Wallace. Rebound.
That's something Booker wants to do, is play with a lot of pace, and the Thunder can certainly do that.
Tough shot by Cason Wallace. Jalen Williams, offensive rebound, going back up, but gave the ball up for a 3 for Cason.
You gotta imagine these Sixers who have played way more minutes than any of these guys are used to, except for Yabu. And Wallace.
And I think that's why Milwaukee beat them in Las Vegas, due to the experience factor.
About it. He has 39, but he's done for the night.
Hartenstein couldn't buy one tonight. Little fancy pass there.
Little Globetrotter
24.
Henrich up and under. And Cason Wallace was in the purpose
for the ball. Diving for it. There it is. Picked up by Wallace. Wallace fears on Holiday. Takes it all the way to the cup. Not your usual Clipper production. Wallace, and nothing but space. You expect him to take that three. As Cason Wallace, too much speed, even
the
with
team stops that. We just keep going back to it.
As Cason Wallace.
Marquez denied inside. Here comes Cason Wallace driving on Duncan and scoring.
That's the last shot. Thunder, a dominant second quarter. Cason Wallace, little float game is true.
He's got a switch.
This is what they do. This is what they do.
Wallace on the run and another layup.
The run. Trying to find somebody. It's Wallace. Boy, that is a tough shot. Collins was draped all over him. And Wallace
really helped the helper and swarmed the basketball.
Santa Barbara by way of Belgium. Clock winding down. Great find from Hartenstein.
Spencer missed from close range. Everything going the wrong way for the Warriors. Wiggins in transition gets it.
Again, primarily a three-point shooter. Gilgeous-Alexander averaging 28 a game, coming off a 36.
He was in there a long time. Kenrich in the zone, the cut, and the finish.
50-plus point games in the history of the NBA, folks. And this is year 78. Boy, I tell you, that makes...
Cason Wallace driving on heel, nice move. Cason really short. Wallace, extra hustle play, beat Van Vliet. Wallace to the rim, reverse the play.
The game so far. Williams dumping under, nice pass.
Fast break and done. Finished it off with the three.
Wallace challenges Kai Jones and knocks it.
Blazers back home to the 10th to take on Memphis. John Morant is operating.
Getting the better of them. Over the course of this game, there's the dive, the extra pass, beautifully done. Cason Wallace, the unselfish.
Casey couldn't corral that pass. That could go up here. There it is, it goes up all right.
As he fires it up to Wallace. Clock running out. It's scraped up and carries right over to Wallace. SGA checks the tape. There's the play.
Of course, Westbrook, the starter. Nuggets got there late
to exploit it.
Cason Wallace out there now for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams curling, catching in, connecting from three.
For just getting too much separation here early. You saw the impact of Alex Caruso in that last possession, making the play for
possession. Deep in the shot clock. Good defense, Cason Wallace. He'll send it up to Shea. Got behind the defense. He'll put it here.
Cason Wallace split into as they cut baseline.
No, Williams the rebound. Back out to Jalen Williams for a three. That's a third time.
Does a good job of controlling his body.
Wallace, kick out, open shooter. Perfect pass.
It's a 17-point advantage after the Giannis jumper. Wallace, the lob.
Wiggins in transition. Wallace out to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it.
Saw the double team. Wiggins. That would have been a tough step back. Got it right back in the corner. Sidesteps, fires, and that on his resume already. Another excellent performance. We open up the fourth quarter. There is
Corner three, long. Rebound, Williams out to Wallace. Wallace bounce pass toward
Reaches Shea. And overpassing cost the Hawks an opportunity. Up the floor to Dort.
Wallace leading the break. He's got major speed. The dish inside and the
another double team. Thunder ready for it. There's the cut. Dort blocked. Kick out. J-Dub off the
KC.
Gilgeous-Alexander, nice feet inside. They kick it out. Caruso, corner three, puts it in.
Bounces it out. Joe there for the rebound. Wallace, lob.
It's over. I'm not sure it ever got started. Really, tonight. Certainly disappointing, I'm sure, for him.
Rebound snared by Jones. And the Clippers start building some momentum. Harden down the lane off his lane.
Need another dog now, don't you?
No, I've gone through that with the kids. And, yeah, that's...
That's an aspect of their offense that sometimes you got to get to.
He walks down Wallace, got it blocked.
Moments, laying the foundation here in OKC and all those playoff appearances. There's a great play, Cason Wallace.
Cason Wallace, and get the basketball. Najee, Holmgren's got to be careful not pick up that 6th foul.
5 straight makes for the Thunder, and excellent defense. Wallace with the block against Hield.
Good closeout by Dort in the corner. The 3 way off.
Brunson drives, finds Hart. Hart fakes. Side step, stripped and stolen by Wallace.
By Oklahoma City. Indiana led 107-103. And that's blocked.
Free throw line jumper, no good. Poole. Setting it up, Brogdon.
Take a lead into the 4th quarter. Drew Smith on a pitch for Rozier.
That was funny. To Jamal Mosley's credit, his coaching staff, they have really done a nice job as Wallace comes up with a block after knocking down.
That is a second quarter score right there with 2 minutes remaining. 40-35. Jalen Green shot blocked by Wallace.
The former Piston and Nick. Luka making a move and was going for 3.
And Grady with the steal up top. Boucher.
My goodness. Just white hot right now.
More disruption inside.
We still have not seen him come out toward the bench area as of yet. Hachimura spin move again. Cason Wallace
blocked by Murray.
I think Keegan appreciates that, but the Kings turn it over in transition. Talking about that active.
Just one pass, the guys open, take the shot.
Sharp had it swiped away. Good hands. Cason. The Thunder want to fortify here. Scoring has not been a problem in the 3rd. Wallace just rips it away.